Team Quest for the Cup. Once again, J.P. Peterson and Gail Sirens.
And welcome back, Gail. Can you feel the excitement building? All the fans out here, it's incredible.
Absolutely. You know, the puck is going to drop not too long from now. Fans are still heading inside, and most of them are hoping that they're going to see the Bolts make some history.
Now, speaking of history, this whole scene is all about the hardware. We're talking about that Stanley Cup.
Let's tell you a little bit about it. It's 3 feet tall. It weighs 35 pounds. And in the dreams of hockey players, the moment they lace up their skates as a kid, the Bolts and the Flames hope to add their chapters to its very long history. Dan Lucas tells us how it all began and what makes this cup the envy of all pro sports.
These Roland Park Middle School students may not realize it, but they're standing closer to the Stanley Cup than most NHL players will ever come.
Come get the Stanley Cup.
The oldest trophy in North America, the cup was donated in 1892 by Sir Frederick Arthur and Lord Stanley of Preston. Inside the bowl, the names of the 1907 Montreal Wanderers, the first team to literally stamp its name on the trophy. Since then, more than 2,000 names have been engraved.
A couple guys have taken it for rides in their Harleys.
Mike Bolt is the official keeper of the cup. He supervises the cup's travels around the world as each player, coach, and staff from the winning team gets a day with the hardware.
In Colorado, actually, a couple of VPs hiked it up a mountain. That was pretty different. A variety of foods have been eaten out of it, from cereal to spaghetti to ice cream. Some guys have taken it golfing. It's been fishing, where it's been right in the boat where they've had the bait in it.
In 1905, the Ottawa Silver Seven wanted to see if the cup could be drop-kicked into the Rideau Canal. They succeeded. In 1924, some Montreal Canadiens, on their way to a celebration, placed the cup in a snowbank while they changed a flat tire on their car. They drove off without the cup. Upon returning hours later, the cup remained right where they left it. The shape of the cup has changed over the years. Redesigned in 1948, the modern shape keeps the cup at roughly 3 feet tall.
Now you can fit 13 teams to a ring, so when the cup is completely full, it's 65 years. This is where this year's winner is going to go, which will fill up the Stanley Cup. And then when it's filled up, we'll take it, move each of the rings up, take this one off, put it in the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto, and put a new ring on the bottom.
And check this out, the 1963 Toronto Maple Leafs, not Leafs. It's one of several mistakes on the cup. Poor Jacques Plante, he won 5 Stanley Cups with the Montreal Canadiens in the 50s. His name is spelled differently each time. The Lightning's opponent in the finals won the cup in 1989. And Bolts players Tim Taylor, Daryl Sador, Brad Lukowich, Chris Dingman, and Nolan Pratt have all raised the cup. The question now, will this year's Lightning team leave its mark on Lord Stanley's piece of history? For Quest for the Cup, I'm Dan Lucas.
It's the greatest trophy in sports, a tangible personification of that incredible journey that it takes every player to get to the ultimate, the pinnacle of their sport. It's amazing.
Well, we had it in our studio yesterday, and I'm telling you, everyone was just in awe of it. Just to have it in our presence, it was pretty incredible.
It's really cool.
You know, in the